Have you ever wondered who was the most valuable player in the first season of the Inazuma 11 anime? Well, have you? If so, you're in the right place. And, well, if not, you're still in the right place because, well, now you've thought about it. I've planted that in your head. So, today I wanted to keep the same theme of Inazuma 11 videos that I have been creating on the channel recently. This will be the final video in the Inazuma 11 1 anime series for now, as I haven't thought of any more video ideas and I'm currently watching through season 2 so I can make some videos on that. So today I wanted to discuss who would beat the player of the season for the season 1. We've already discussed a team of the season, check out this video above, but if we had to single out a single player to get an individual award for outstanding performance, who would that be and why? First of all, I think we should state the obvious. Due to the nature of the storyline for season 1 of the anime, we won't be taking into account the drug-fueled super children that ass-blasted the most dominant team in Japan for the past 25 years so badly that only one player was left able to walk. Yes, I am referring to Zeus beating Royal Academy. So, as I just mentioned, the reigning champions Royal Academy were demolished by Zeus, so they're out of the running. Simply put, this player is going to come from the Raimon team. And this should make sense in all of your minds anyways, as they are the team that narrowly avoided disbandment. Thanks to a surrender from Royal Academy, they went on to beat Royal Academy in the regional tournament, which then qualified them for nationals, and they ended up winning that as well against Zeus. So as a result, we have the most stats for the Raimon players in the Raimon team, and also they are the protagonists of the first season of Inazuma 11, so it's only right and only makes sense. So, how are we going to break this down? Well, we shall be accounting for all sorts of contributions. These are going to be goal scoring contributions. These can be either assists or direct goals. Offensive contributions, so these can be successful dribbles. Defensive contributions are going to be successful interventions or interceptions, so your standard tackles. And goalkeeping contributions, so whether you helped out the goalkeeper or you directly stopped a goal from happening. Now, we won't be taking into account missed opportunities or failed attempts, only successful contributions. So if someone took a shot and it missed, that's not counting, simply put. So, without further ado, let's get quantifying. The first match we shown shouldn't count, as this was a friendly between Raimon and Royal Academy. So the actual first official match would be Raimon versus Occult Junior High. In this match, the MVP was Somioka, or Kevin. He had 2 goals and 2 assists. So if we break this down, within this game, Endo had 2 saves, Kevin had 2 goals and 2 assists, and Axel himself had 2 goals. Kevin scored 2 goals with Dragon Crash and then assisted with Dragon Tornado with Axel twice. So overall, he was the MVP for the first match. The next match was Raimon versus Wild Junior High. Very simply put, there was an overwhelming MVP in this game, which was Endo. If you watch this game again, he had about 10 saves, 1 with his head, which he's an absolute goat for. And then he also had 1 assist, because he assisted Axel and Jack when they did the Inazuma drop. So Axel gets 1 point for a goal scored. Now, the next match in the series would be Raimon versus Brainwashing Junior High. Now in this game, Endo made 3 to 4 saves and 1 goal. Axel had 2 goals and Kevin had 1 goal contribution with a Dragon Tornado. So once again, the MVP from this match is Endo. No surprises here. Now an interesting one is Raimon versus Otaku Junior High. In this, weirdly enough, I would still give the MVP to Megan. One of the things we've got to consider when we watch football is that the MVP is not always the player who scores the most goals or even assists the most. Sometimes it's the player who just had the most impact. And I think in this game, the player with the most impact was Megan. He did have 1 goal. Kevin also had a goal and an assist because of obviously he used Dragon Crash and Megan stuck his big old head in the way in order to dodge it. But Megan was the one who realised why none of their goals were going in, and without him, Raimon would have definitely lost this game. And so, The next match after that was the finals of the regional tournament, which was Raimon versus Teikoku, or Royal Academy. Now, in this game, Endo had 5 saves, 1 assist, and 1 goal from Inazuma, 1 drop. Also, Axel had 2 goals. Notable mentions were Samioka with 1 assist, Kabiyama with 1 goal contribution, and 1 defensive contribution also. So once again, the overwhelming MVP for this game was Endo. And then we have the beginning of the national tournament, Raimon versus Shuriken Junior High. In this game, Endo had 2 saves, Jack Wallside had 1 block, Axel had 2 goals, and Nathan himself actually was the MVP of this game. He had 2 block or defensive contributions, 2 offensive contributions with 2 dribbles, 1 goal and 1 assist, so he was the overwhelming MVP in this game. Now, in the next game is Raimon versus Farm Junior High, or Senbayama. Now, in this one, I can't say for certain that there was a singular MVP. Endo had 1 goal, Jack had 1 block, Kido had 1 goal, Axel had 1 goal, and so did Kevin. I guess you could say that the MVP for this game was Kido or Jude, simply because he was the one who realised what the team needed in order to best perform. So yeah, I think that with the entrance of Kido to the Raimon team, he gets MVP for this game. Now next, we have Raimon versus Kirkwood Junior High, or Kirikawa. In this game, Kurumatsu had 1 save contribution along with Jack to help Endo with triple defense. That's what the move is called in the games. Jack also had 1 block Hisatsu with the wall, or Eric and Bobby had 2 goals contributions each in this game because of the Phoenix and Tri-Pegasus. Axel had 1 goal and 1 assist. And the MVP for this game, once again, is Endo, because he had 3 saves or goalkeeping contributions and 2 goals also. So, yep. And then we have the final match of Season 1, which is Raimon versus Zeus Junior High. And I think that this one is pretty difficult to summarize in total. It gets pretty close, with Bobby and Eric having 1 goal contribution each due to the Phoenix being utilized. Jude has 3 goal contributions, mostly from Twin Boost F with Axel. Axel himself has 4 goal contributions, 3 from Twin Boost F with Jude, and then 1 from his override of the Phoenix to create what people refer to as Final Tornado, but I think Phoenix Tornado sounds way better. Fight me in the comments. But yeah, the MVP for this match is definitely Endo, who has 2 goal-stopping contributions, 2 assists, and 1 goal. So, summarising everything that we've seen so far, if we are to kind of add up the MVPs from all of these matches so far, then there is an overwhelming standout MVP for the first season of Inazuma 11. And yes, no surprises at all, it's Endo, with 5 different man of the match performances throughout the entire season. No one else comes close. Everyone else had just 1 match where they got an MVP, with Kevin having 1, Jude having 1, Nathan having 1, even McGann having 1. I guess the most surprising thing of all is the fact that there isn't a single match where Axel gets the MVP, because every single game that Axel showed out in, there was someone else who just slightly overperformed and just did more than him in order to get that. Obviously, most of the time that was Endo or Mark, but the one thing that you can attribute to Axel or Gwenji's performance throughout the season is that he was extremely consistent, scoring in basically every single game that Raimon played, other than the game versus Otaku Junior High. So obviously that in itself tells you a lot. So yeah, that is my summary of the MVP, or the most important player across the first season of Inazuma 11. No surprise that it's Endo. So for the first season as well, the golden boot would go to Axel with 15 goals. The second closest actually was Endo with 6 goals. The golden glove obviously goes to Endo with over 30 plus saves. He had no clean sheets because Raimon defense is trash, But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, I would appreciate if you drop me a like. Feel free to comment your thoughts, and if you disagree with any of my choices or decision making here, I'd love to hear from it. And until the next time, guys, please remember to like, comment, subscribe. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And until next time, peace.